and we were saying you were this chubby kid. Let's be honest. You were pretty big.
I was severely obese. I was like almost 300 pounds. I was like 290.
Okay,
Yeah.
but like, what was the process? Like, you didn't follow any diet plan. You didn't follow any carnivore diet. You didn't follow like nothing.
No, it was like, whenever you're fat, you always want to lose weight, right? Every fat person wants to lose weight, but it's just willpower and the discipline to do so. So I was pretty happy in my life at the moment because I was talking to this one girl. I was talking to this one chick, and I was down bad tremendously. But it was my first opening for a woman to show me attention, so I got really attached too fast, and she ended up being a real I'm not gonna say it on video, but she was a real scumbag, really bad person, and it put me in the deep barrels of depression, really bad. But if you get depression, just really use it because it's actually a very it's all mental, so your brain can do a lot more, right? When your brain is just locked in specific things. So I remember my weight, I was depressed about my weight, everything like that. So whenever she did what she did to me, I kind of fell back into a dark hole. I'm talking get off work. If you guys have been watching YouTube channel for a while, you know that I was uploading pretty consistently. I stopped. I stopped like a dead wall, and every day consistent. All I did, and this wasn't my biggest reason I lost weight, but this helped me a little bit. And I don't suggest it for anybody. It was I would wake up and being a big guy and going to this 1,000 calorie deficit diet every day, 800 calories a day, is not good for you. But it was fueled by depression. But I'm gonna tell you how I took advantage of it and how I really started going on the road losing weight. 290, almost 300 pounds. That stuff happened to me. I just started going home every day after work, eating maybe one bologna sandwich and going to bed, half a sandwich and going to bed. Wake up, doing the same thing, go to work, not eating nothing at work, just pure nothingness in my body at all. I didn't want to be alive, really, but that's just where my brain was, really. So I was for 2 weeks, was barely eating anything, just drinking water, and I started implementing, okay, I'm actually doing pretty good, I'm down 3 pounds, so I'm gonna start just drinking water, flushing out my system completely, and then I started feeling better. Even though I wasn't eating much, I started feeling better, and a couple people said I started looking a little better, but I lost 5 pounds, so I knew it wasn't it. And the biggest thing is don't let no one boost your ego, because a lot of people like to do that, and it's just, don't listen to anybody, man. And the biggest thing too is that when I quote unquote started losing weight, I started getting this confidence boost, because I was wow, I'm finally losing weight, and I was doing it very unhealthily. So I wasn't taking advantage of anything. I was just losing weight, by not eating. So what I did is I stopped talking to everybody. I started getting communicative again, and I stopped it. I stopped telling everybody about me losing weight. I stopped talking about it, and I started just getting on the grind of losing weight, drinking water, eating healthy, and working out, right? So I didn't follow any plans. Obviously, you're inspired by videos and stuff like that, but really what I did was, it's very simple. Stop drinking sodas, stop eating processed foods, stop eating out, cook your own food, and be as healthy as possible. And it's very simple. It's not that hard. And all I did was just stay on that strict diet. I was fast all day, come home, eat a decent meal, maybe 1,000, 1,200 calories, which some people were telling me was insane, but it really wasn't. It was good enough for me, right? And I was so heavy, I had all this fat to burn. It's I had to lose weight. So it's 1,200 calories. You're not gonna die. Drink water, fast, have that 1,200 calorie meal, and then go to bed. And obviously implement working out. And that's what I did for a couple months, and then I started hitting this barrier. I was thinking 250, 240, and I was man, what I gotta do? And I realized I wasn't working out hard enough or nothing like that. And what you want to do, a guy inspired me David Goggins. At that time I started getting depressed again because I couldn't lose weight, and that's where a lot of people get. They get to that plateau where they can't lose no more, and they just give up and get fat again. But it really helps to read books and watch videos of people that can motivate you, because motivation, even though it's a temporary thing, it can help you get out of that threshold. So David Goggins, audio books, I got his one of his books, I forget what it was called, but I read that every day, and it's opened my eyes up on how just how should I say it? It's I wasn't taking advantage of what I had, and I was very ungrateful for where I was at in my life. And I was I got a good job, I got a good place to live at, so it was like, man, like, I gotta stop being a baby, and I started adding structure to my life. Like I woke up, made my bed, woke up, made me a little like thing in the morning, like a protein shake or something like that. Just adding structure to your life and then staying on that structure. And whenever you do it, especially when it's healthy, you will lose weight. And if you're not losing weight, it's because you're not doing it. It's just that simple. It's that simple based. So depression, bottled up, used it as motivation, lost the weight, and then started finding ways like reading books because it helps your brain, man. Because like people don't understand, like they might disagree with me, but I'm telling you, reading books and getting out of your comfort zone and opening your mind up to different options and things and learning new things is a big thing, because when you're depressed, you're stuck in a bubble and you don't want to get out of it. You just want to stay in the same spot because you're comfortable, but it's just worse for you. And you can get out of depression, and I believe anybody can. I believe anybody can get out of depression. That's just mine. And then now it's just, I want to get in better shape. You know, as you can tell, like I'm not buff or anything, but I lost all my weight and I've stayed it. I've kept it off. And right now I'm like staying at 189, 190 right now. I've gotten down to 170, but be careful because you can get to a point where you're not eating really anything. And that's what kind of happened to me. I have to thank Tyler and Zach for helping me with that, because I was kind of stuck in that thing where I was getting down to like 180, like 178, 180, and we moved in together and they started helping me get back on my stuff. So don't starve yourself, but track your macros. You don't need programs. You don't need anything. You don't need none of that. Everything is available to you. Stop getting down on yourself, because anyone can get out of any situation. You just gotta use your brain and stop feeling sorry for yourself, because it's the biggest issue. Like your brain, when it's not in the right space, it can just ruin your whole life. And 40 years down the road, you realize like, damn, like I really wasted my time because of just some little situation. Like that woman that I was with at the time, not even my type now. Like honestly, she had kids. It was terrible. I let some little situation ruin me, but also bring me back. So just take your losses as wins and try to make every bad situation into a game, because you can.
How much weight did you lose? And how long did it take?
Well, so I believe that like when I weighed myself, I remember this a long time ago, it was back in Mississippi. I was at like some rec center, 195. And I remember coming back from that little vacation I had from work, and all that happened, and I got down to like, right now I'm at 190, so I just stay 190 now. I mean, I lost over like 100 pounds, something like that. Like,
what was your weight when you were bigger?
Bigger?
Like before the weight loss journey?
Before the weight loss journey?
What did you weigh?
Like 290, almost.
290?
Yeah, 290 almost.
And you're 190 now, so you lost 100 pounds.
Yeah, I lost 100 pounds. And it like, honestly, it went by so fast.
How long did it take?
Man, to be honest with you, that first 3 months, I lost probably 40 pounds.
Whew.
And then after that, I was stuck for like a month or two. And you really forget, when you're really losing weight, you kind of forget about it. You just keep going on your thing, and then people start telling you like, damn. I had people accuse me of taking drugs. I had people accuse me, like I had so many people were jealous. I'm telling you, people get jealous of you, and it's the best feeling in the world. That's when people start telling you, man, you look like you're losing weight, and you know, if you feel like you're still fat after you lose weight, because we're humans, we're like that, we're wired like that. We're always insecure about something. That's your brain. Don't be insecure about yourself. Because I've lost over 100 pounds and I still feel fat sometimes, which is crazy that they even think that. It's just we're insecure. So don't let that ruin it and get yourself back into being fat, because you're not fat. If you lose 100 pounds, man, that's good. And I know some people that are 400 pounds. They can lose weight too. You just gotta really, really, really stick into it. But yeah, I lost 100 pounds in about probably 6-7 months.
If you could go back, because you said it was mainly due to depression and you lost the weight quickly due to not eating.
Yeah.
How would you have done it differently so it was more healthy, maybe, for the people watching?
Like if I could have gone back and...
Would you have changed how you did it at all?
Honestly, I personally probably wouldn't change how I did it, like in the beginning, especially because it's just, it was bound to happen that way. And I wouldn't want to change it, like obviously, like more down the line, like 4 months into the weight loss journey, like maybe like eat more, but more cleaner, like, you know, high calorie, but like, or low calorie, high volume, you know what I'm saying? Like eat, because, you know, you tend to be really hungry, but there's a lot of options to eat 3 meals and then be healthy and still lose weight. You know, just stay away from fatty carbs and all that stuff that keeps you fat. But if I could change anything, just halfway through the line, like be more dialed in with what meals I'm eating and working out way more. Because when you work out more, that's going to really help you. Like the diet's great, but there's only so far it can take you. And right now I'm really like not that strong because I just followed like a very like low carb, low, basically everything diet. So like now when I'm like trying to build muscle, it's a lot harder. It's like I'm starting from zero. And it's really, really hard. So I'd really suggest you focus on that protein, focus on the right amount of carbs, the right amount of whatever it is, like calories and stuff like that, like the carbs, protein, sugar. Stay away from sugar, but it's okay to have natural sugar. Just do research on, you know, food, because it can really help you out, and then work out at least 5 times a week. And one last bit of advice I can give you is don't listen to other people. Do your own thing, because everyone will have their own ways of doing things. And what really set me off, I could have lost a little bit more weight and be a lot more leaner and healthier if I stayed on what I was on. But there was a good period of time, like 2 months ago, where I didn't work out for a whole month. And that's because I had people telling me, stop working out every day. I was working out every single day, not taking any breaks. But I was hearing, hey, don't go 3-4 times a week, it'd be okay for you. And I did that. And guess what started happening? I started falling off on doing certain things every morning. I stopped making my bed, and then to stop making my bed, stopped making my protein shakes, and then just kept collapsing, and then it was over. All that stuff I worked hard on just fell apart. And it was hard to get it back, but I ended up getting that back. So stay to what works. Don't change it. Don't go looking for programs, and just stay on what's best for you.
Awesome. Any last remarks or takeaways?
No, just don't listen to other people. Do it for yourself, and don't let your brain ruin you, man, because your brain can really set you back. So don't look at depression as a disadvantage. Look at it as an advantage. Like everything that's bad, look at it as an advantage. And when you start doing that, everything falls into place. So if you're fat or you're skinny and you want to gain whatever like that, there's always a way to do it. And you know, I never was skinny. I was a fat guy, so it was maybe easier for me to lose weight and get healthy for a fat person than a skinny person. I don't know, but I know for a fact that there's always a way to get out of where you're going. So just do your best, do what works for you, and don't listen to other people, because like I said, you can take inspiration from people, but find your own way to do it, because everyone's going to tell you 1,000 other ways to do it.